learn English faster without studying more. Wouldn't that be great? Well, I have good news because this is entirely possible. It's entirely possible to improve your skills in a language without studying more and without putting in more effort. And this is what I'm going to teach you in today's video. My name is Michael. I'm the founder of English at the Ready, and it's my goal to make you fluent in English. In English, we have a saying, and you might have heard this before: work smarter, not harder. This essentially translates to, it's better to work intelligently and efficiently than it is to spend hours and hours working but not getting great results. And this is so true because it's entirely possible to waste your time. I see so many students spending days, weeks, and months studying English the wrong way. They're working harder, they're putting in the time, but they're not working very efficiently. They're not doing the right thing. We have a limited number of hours in the day, and learning English probably isn't the only thing you're doing. You have to go to school, you have to go to work, you have to attend to your family, to your kids, you have social engagements with your friends, you have a life. And spending hours every day learning English can be challenging and in many cases not possible. So I would much rather you spend less time and get better results than spend more time and get worse results. It sounds so obvious, but so many students don't do this. You see, if you want to improve your English, you need to identify your weaknesses. I mean this. Sit down and think about what you really need to improve. Because you don't need to improve your English. You need to improve certain skills. That might be grammar, that might be your vocabulary, that might be your pronunciation, your accent, whatever it may be. It's not the whole language, it's just specific skills. For example, some students are amazing at grammar. Maybe they spent years studying grammar in school. If that's the case, if that's you probably don't need to spend too much time studying grammar. Some students find it easy to pronounce words. Some students find it easy to understand native speakers. Everybody has their own strengths, but they also have their own weaknesses. And it's a waste of time to focus on your strengths. You need to focus on your weaknesses. So if you're good at grammar, you might be bad at speaking. That means you don't need to study English. You need to practice the skill of speaking. So all your time should be dedicated to speaking, not to grammar. Or if you're really good at pronunciation, but your writing isn't very good, then don't work on pronunciation. Don't watch videos on YouTube on pronunciation. Read books, expand your vocabulary, and practice writing. Do you see what I'm saying? I want to give you an example of a student who I worked with a couple years ago. Her name is Shadab, and Shadab came to Canada and was finding it really difficult to integrate and to speak English with people because she felt nervous. She didn't feel confident to speak. She was good at grammar because she had learned grammar back home in school, but her speaking skills needed a lot of improvement. And the advice I gave her in our programs was to forget about grammar. Don't worry about grammar. Instead, dedicate all your time to speaking. Go out, try to speak with strangers, make an effort to get out of your comfort zone and to practice speaking English, and eventually you will improve. I told her not to worry about grammar because she was already really good at grammar, and I told her to focus specifically on her speaking skills. Sure enough, after a few months, Shadab improved significantly, and she felt a lot more confident to speak, simply because she focused on the right thing. So what does this mean for you? Figure out what you're bad at and work on that. Don't work on what you're good at. Work on what you're bad at. Now, the second thing you need to know is that yes, there are so many ways to improve your English. You can watch videos, you can take classes, you can read, you can listen to podcasts, music, whatever, and some are better than others. But to be honest, this is a very personal thing. You might hate listening to podcasts and you might love reading, whereas somebody else might love podcasts and hate reading. There's not one right or wrong way of learning a language because everybody is different. Everybody has a different learning style. So normally it doesn't matter what you do, but it should be something you enjoy. This is so important. You have to make learning English fun. You have to make it something you enjoy, because if you don't, you will get bored. I promise you, you will get bored and you will give up. If you don't enjoy doing something, it's going to be very, very difficult to stay disciplined. I'll give you the example of myself when I learned German and French. A few years ago, when I was studying these languages, I was really interested in reading. I love to read, but I didn't really enjoy listening to podcasts or watching movies. So I spent all my time reading, which helped me because I stayed motivated and I didn't get bored. Now, reading might not be something you enjoy doing, and if that's the case, don't do it, but figure out what you actually enjoy and stick to that. Because if you enjoy it, you're going to stick with it longer and it's actually going to be fun, so you won't give up. Remember, do something you actually need, so work on your weaknesses and not your strengths, and do something you actually enjoy. If you stick to these two principles, learning English is going to be so much easier, it's going to be so much faster, and it's going to be a lot more fun. You don't need more hours in the day, you don't need more time in your schedule. You simply need a better strategy, a strategy that actually works and that makes learning fun. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite way to learn English? Do you like movies? Do you like podcasts? Do you like reading? What's your favorite way to learn English? And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube. Your support means the world to me. I really appreciate every single one of you who's here and who wants to improve their English. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.